everybody. Let me close up. I'm running a little behind tonight. Well, I guess I'm still on time, but a little rush. All right, this is T-Posh Naturals live 8 o'clock in the Sabian Hall. And it is a big reason that I am in the Sabian Hall that I'm going to be sharing with everybody tonight. Waiting for my tea to be delivered to me and waiting for a few of you to sign on in so we can get started. I'm not even really expecting a lot of people to join the live tonight, being as though we are in the Sabian Hall, but that is okay because the people that will be in attendance tonight, this message is specifically and especially for you directly, because it's going to help us move and help us understand a very, very big topic as far as how can we get our friends and family to understand why this is important and get them to do what we are doing. We're going to talk about that tonight. And I'm going to be a little calm tonight. Hi, Salita. I see you. Good to see you as well. And it's always a pleasure to speak with you. So I'm glad that we had an opportunity to speak the other day. Clayton, Cal, I see you guys. Thank you for joining the live tonight. Elise, I see you are here. My African partner here, I hope I don't say the name wrong, Mbongo Tichobi, if I said that right. Shauna, I see you're here. And it's going to be some great information. Our Master Chef Tyrone is in the building. Congratulations, Tyrone. Shauna, I'll be there to see you next week. We're going to try out some alkaline meals for me and you. I'm excited to come and spend the holiday with you next week. So, again, as I was stating before, Kenda, I see you. As I was stating before, I am not expecting a lot of people to be on the live tonight because we have some very specific information that I need to share. And it is not for everyone to hear because they may not be prepared to hear the information that God is going to share with us tonight. As you can see, I'm a little toned down. Hi, Flora. Love you, girl. I'm a little calmed down tonight, too, because I wanted this to be a little bit more serious, a little bit more educated-wise, to where we can educate ourselves on what we're doing and how we can influence our friends and family. So this is more of a private. Lex, my partner, is here. This is more of a private moment, so that way we can understand how we can move the people that are close to us. And that's basically what we're going to talk about tonight. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got the word here. I've been listening to some Sebi videos. What I started doing, guys, and I'm only halfway through one of them. Let me take my badge off. I'm only halfway through one of them, but I'm going to start doing more in between packing orders and getting you guys herbs out and things like that. I am attempting to transcribe some of Dr. Sebi videos. And every time I listen to these videos, it definitely confirms a lot of the information that I speak with you guys about and the information that I bring to the forefront to you about. I always hear that word like a confirmation. A lot of times after I say it or after I think of a mention, I will then listen to a Dr. Sebi video and he always gives me a confirmation. So I began to transcribe some of those videos, and I'm on my first video doing that right now. I do as much as I can, as often as I could, so that way I can be very accurate in the word. Tracy, I'll be following up with you because I really haven't heard from you since you received your order, so I'll be following up with you, but I'm glad you are here tonight as well. All right, so what are we talking about tonight? And we may not even be the full hour tonight, guys. But let me also, here comes my raspberry tea for tonight. Did you stir it, baby?
Yes, my dear.
Okay, thank you.
And it's hot.
Okay, thanks. The babe's bringing my tea. I'm drinking red raspberry tonight, the lady tea, guys. Help with the little, organs, you know what it's for. So that's my tea of choice for tonight. All right, so we're going to talk really about how do we influence our people. And I'm going to give you again, like I always do, some history into what we're going through, why we are in the situation that we're in right now, and how we can effectively move forward. So let me explain this to you guys too. On Thursdays, I fast. It's my Day of Atonement. I'm very used to it now. But I almost broke today. I was feeling really, really hungry today, so I just took a walk and drank some more water. I had prickle pear and sea moss in a smoothie today, so I hung in there, and I'm probably going to go to bed early tonight because it was a little bit difficult today, which was a little bit shocking to me, but I guess we'll have those moments. But every Thursday, I get up in the morning for my Day of Atonement. I pray, I fast, okay? And sometimes God would give me the message as far as what to deliver on these lives throughout the week. And a lot of times I'll see topics that will come up a little bit after that to give me a confirmation. Okay, talk about this. This is what I want you to share with the people. That didn't happen this week. I didn't even have a topic this morning when I talked to my partner. She said, what's the topic for the night? I said, you know what, I'm not sure. And I just went along throughout the day. I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start one of Dr. Sebi videos, and I think I'll get a topic from there. And she said, well, make sure you talk about support and make sure you talk about some other things. So I'm going to touch on that. But the main message that I have today, because several people have reached out to me today, and plus I deal with the emotion of why can I get my family and friends to do this? Why are they thinking that I'm the one that's crazy, or I'm the one that's out of my mind? Why are they not paying attention, and why they don't see things the way that we see things? Well, on my screen is showing I only have 8 people here right now. Let me explain why the 8 of you are here and why this message is being delivered in the group only for tonight. This is definitely a message completely in tune with God to let you know that you, regardless of what your status in life is right now, hi Karen, regardless of what your status is in life right now, whether you are at a point in your life where you can celebrate, you at your level of success, you're in the beginning, you're trying to discover yourself, whatever you are in your life right now, you must understand and realize from this moment right now that you are one of the true leaders, that God has selected you to move this culture forward. You specifically have been chosen by God to be able to move your family, your future forward. The culture, our African American culture, is moving forward, and you are truly a part of that. And that's why this message is a bit private, because it's not for everyone. Not everyone is going to be on the same page. But for you guys that are here tonight, you have a calling on your life. Some of you already know it. Some of you are already connected to that calling, like Tyrone. He's definitely connected to that calling, and he knows how to be obedient to his calling. Alexis and quite a few of us, we know how to be obedient to that calling. And if you have not reached that point, it's okay, because you're getting there. But I need to let you know tonight that you are specifically chosen to become a new leader of tomorrow. And as you follow the Sabian Hall and the different information that we give you, every single time that we post or we share information, what we're doing here, Hi Young Israel, what we're doing here in the Sabian Hall is we building partnerships with each other. And this is what we're going to talk and touch a little bit on support. We are building partnerships with each other, which means I am demonstrating, clearly demonstrating how you support each other, and then in turn that person come back to support you. Because that is one of the main things that it is known that African American people have had a problem with for centuries. We just have a problem with, supporting each other, being there for each other. You have some people that will reach a level of success and they get big and they feel like they have reached their own level of success. They've reached what they know how far they could go. So then their ego will, kick in. So then now they separate themselves from the people, and then it becomes and then they lose. So then they may sell products. The products might be too expensive, and then it becomes all about them and not about the people. Well, when that happens, then that means you kind of have lost the connection with God, because God only delivers the blessings to you when he know he can trust that you will deliver the blessings to other people. So if God's going to say, okay, I'm going to bless you with $1 million today, But what are you going to do with that $1,000,000? Are you going to use the $1,000,000 and buy you a house and take care of you and your family personally within yourself? Or are you going to use a part of that $1,000,000 to move a collective of people, to move a culture forward? And we are now reaching a point, as you can see all the activities that we're dealing with right now, we are reaching a point where there's a huge call to move this culture forward. And I've said this over and over again, it's going to take more than 5 or 6 or 7 people to move the culture forward. Each one of you on this live tonight have a group of people that you will touch. And nobody can help these people but you. But in order to move those people, the key is you have to, one, learn how to support people. You have to always make your calling, your drive, your passion, your business, your efforts about moving the people. It always have to be about the people. Because time you take the people out, trust me, you will gain a lot of riches, you'll gain your level of success, but you will lose it in a blink of an eye. It could be gone. But when you are connected to God's work and you just allow God to move you, and he'll provide you with the resources that you need to move that, move your group of people that are following you. So there's no such thing, or should not be a such thing as, competition, or I'm better than you and you're better than me. And we should all be able to come together. Us not being able to come together and stick together was a psychological condition that they used to separate us, to create that conquer and divide. And with that conquer and divide, as we all know, it has been very successful. So people try to use it over and over again. But yet again, that is at a point where it is also being broken. And we're in the middle of that. And things will start to break, like crazy, so fast, right before your eyes. And you now, because of the level that you are at, you're changing your eatings, you're meditating, you're praying more, you're thinking about your passion, you're thinking about the things that you want to do in life, you're thinking about what is it that you're going to do to change your community. And when you tap into that passion, God will take you and move you so far, so fast that you wouldn't even know what hit you. How do I know? Because it happened to me. I just like to read. I'm a researcher person. If you're on my personal page and you've known me for a while, a few months ago I post my LSAT books where I started studying for the LSAT, because I always wanted to go to law school, and I probably still would do that. But God said, nope, that's not what I want you to do right now. I started getting into the Dr. Sebi. I started fasting. I did the fast, and God just took over. So everything that you see me doing, saying with the lives and all these things, I'm completely outside of my own self and never even really knew how I was going to get all this information that I've been studying all these years out. That's because I came to a point where I did the work. And now it's time for you to do the work. And when you do the work, God will provide you with the resources that you need. So I need all of you to make sure that you know without a shadow of a doubt. Do not believe it. Do not have strong faith. Okay, as they say. Do not, trust. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt that no matter who says what, you know that you are the future leader of tomorrow. You have to know that your passion will be birthed. You have to know that every word that comes out of your mouth is your fact. Okay, you have to know. We have to get to the point where we can't just believe or have hopes or have, be, optimistic. We just have to know it. We have to be sure. And I got that from Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, you don't necessarily have to believe something. You just have to know that it is so. Because whatever it is that your thoughts in your mind, whatever it is that you think, if you think you broke, your actions that you have in your life is going to be based on you being broke. For example, and this is coming from experience. A lot of times when I do these lives, I talk to myself too. And I go back and go into the memories that I dealt with personally and throughout my family. So if you go out throughout your life saying, oh, I'm broke, I ain't got no money, I'm broke, and you keep telling yourself you broke, then what happens is in January, February, when you get the income tax check, you're going to spend all that money on everything that you wish that you could have bought last year, or everything that you need for the whole year, because you don't have the necessary mentality to be able to save and invest and things like that, because you are already set in your mind that you broke. So you do broke things. You do things that broke people do. Okay, just like if you keep saying, oh, I'm fat, I'm just a fat girl, and I'm fat and I'm fat. Well, when you go into the McDonald's, you're going to order the Big Mac because you're already telling your mindset, I'm fat. So you're going to do things that fat people do. If you know that you don't want to be fat, then stop doing the things that fat people do. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not judging nobody, talking about nobody, because did you see me? I'm a little healthy, but I'm getting fine. I'm getting there. Thank God for Dr. Sabi. But real is real. You have to control the words that are coming out of your mouth. You have to control your thoughts, because your thoughts is your realistic views. That is your goals. So if you land in the bed every day and you say, oh my God, my life is terrible, my life is terrible, then everything that you're going to go through that day is going to be terrible. You control your thoughts. So what has happened with us as a culture? This is a bit of what I'm talking to you about right now, gets back into The Secret and the law of attraction. And if you've never heard of The Secret or the law of attraction, then that's something that you can also research, until next week and, things like that. But your thoughts become things, and you have to first change your thoughts. Okay, you have to change what it is that you believe in and stop believing and know that you are valuable. Know that there's hundreds of people in this world that need you. Know that there's a whole future, whole generation of children that's coming up behind us that nobody can help but you and but me. So what we're doing in the Sabian Alkaline Hall is making sure that you get the necessary messages that you need from God, using me to know that, so that way you can know your value and you know how to think your way through it. Now, why am I talking about this so much about you? Because it starts with you. Let me tell you guys something. Your family and your friends and the people around you are not going to listen to what you're saying. They've been talking to you for all their life, pretty much, all of them. Okay? They don't listen. And people are not going to, comprehend what you're doing until you do it. People will watch you. People will pay attention to you more than they will hear the words that's coming out of your mouth. That's another reason that this live tonight is more private, because every Thursday, most of you tune in to this message every Thursday. And what you're doing is you're listening. When you have a person that approaches you and they talk, and they talking about talking, and they talking about talking, and there's no action, they just trying to convince you of something that's not real. That's impossible. Now, when you are doing something, and you are actually making it happen, then people pay attention to what you are doing. And then it changes their thoughts. Okay, wow, if she's doing it, I can do it. And people only going to take action when they see the result. I'll give you an example. I've been talking about this topic with my friends and family. I'm in my bathroom, and my bathroom running. So hold on one second. I hope y'all don't hear that. I don't know why it's running. But anyway, I've been talking to my family and friends about this whole Willie Lynch thing, this Dr. Sebi thing. I've been talking to my family and friends about this a long time. And nobody would pay attention to what the hell I was saying. And oftentimes me and Alexis and Sarah would sit down and like, why ain't nobody listening? Why people don't see things the way we see things? Nobody listened to me until I got to the end of my fast. And I post a picture of what my results was. And then I grab people's attention. Even some of you. Because people will watch what you are doing. So the number one things of how you can get your friends and family to listen to you, okay, and pay attention and do what you're doing, is you just got to show them. When we got to stop convincing people what they must do and can't do. As you can see, people think that they don't like to be told what to do, how to do it, because they're grown, they got their own plan, they feel like they figure it out. So they think that they don't have to be told what to do. But that's contrary to belief as well. So, first of all, as of tonight, guys, stop convincing your friends and family. Only talk and share information with people that come and request the information from you. Okay? Now, the reason I say this, because we're all in transition. And you may be so early in the transition that you may not have that effect yet. But when you get that effect yet, where people are really starting to move and follow you and they can feel you, and you have a whole following of people behind you, that means you have already did the work. Because this takes work. This is not for the person that's closed mind, or this is not for the person that just believe whatever it is that they believe, and that's so, and that's how it is, and they don't want to hear what you got to say. Don't waste your energy and your time trying to convince those people. Because what will happen is everybody has to suffer the consequences of their own life situations. Just because this person over here is unhealthy and on the way to the emergency room from having a diabetic coma, that don't mean you have to suffer the consequences for that. Maybe that person should go into a diabetic coma and almost lose their life. And what's most important is you'll be right by their bedside to say, now you see what it is I do and why I do. Now are you ready to listen? Now are you ready for me to show you how to move your life forward? Because they're getting to that point. They seeing you run around here healthy, looking good, okay? I mean, everything. They see it. I mean, they can see your health. They can see your joy. They can see your happiness. They can see you not angry anymore. They see that you are no longer controlled by food. They see it. They may not say nothing to you. They may not, tell you what it is that they see. But trust me, every time they lay in the bed that night by themselves, they say, I don't know what in the world Rambo doing, but he keep on talking about this thing. I might need to do that because I really don't want to get sick. That don't necessarily mean that just because they ain't coming to Rambo and say, Rambo, you know what you said the other day? And you so right. And that's what I need to do. They ain't going to do that. Because first of all, they feel like they may be very well embarrassed, okay, to come and tell you that they wrong and you right. Ego. People allow their ego to mess them up all the time. You can't get nowhere. You cannot grow. You cannot be as God has intended for you to be when your ego is at play. So listen. Take all that energy that you have and all that passion and all that, discouragement that you're dealing with because you're trying to tell your loved ones what to do. They don't want to listen to you. Stop trying to tell them. Wait till they come to you. All you have to do is prepare yourself. Make yourself strong enough to be able to help them when they come to you because they're coming. I mean, it's evidently they're coming. You here. You started. You got there for a reason. You had to run into the brick wall about 400-500 of times before you say, all right, God, I don't know what it is you're doing, but I'm tired of trying to figure it out for myself. And everything that I tried to do was not right. So I'm all yours at this point. You just got to get to that point and just let God just use you how he see fit. So stop worrying about brother, cousin, friend, homeboy, daddy, mama, auntie, them. Don't worry about them. You worry about building your strength. You worry about making sure that all your T's, are crossed and I's are dotted. Okay, you have to make sure that you are prepared to deliver the appropriate information. Maybe it's something that they need from you that you don't even have the answer yet. Okay? I still don't have the answer for everything, but again, I'm a researcher, so I research. I love when you guys ask me questions because that puts me on a research tangent every time. And sometimes I may not give you the answer right away, but I'll go and research the answer. And you know why? Because you are coming to me for the information, which means that lets me know that you want it. And that lets me know when you get the information, you're going to use it and you're going to apply it. Why would I go to Sheridan down the street that's getting ready to go to the club and spend all my energy and all my, hard-earned research to try to convince them and they ain't finna do nothing with the information? Nothing with the information. So do not put your energy in trying to convince people that are not ready. Because eventually we're in a time right now, they're going to get ready, but that's between them and God. Right now, this is between you and God. This is God calling upon you as the new leader for tomorrow to prepare yourself to change this culture one person at a time. That's the difference with the Sabian Hall. Yes, people are successful different ways. They're trying to sell their products because they feel that's the all and be all. But the all and be all to this message that most people are missing from what Dr. Sebi has said is this. What happened to the black people system, our system, and what we need? I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example on one of his videos that I've already started transcribing this. In the Alkaline Sabian Hall in here, we're doing something that's different. We're doing something that nobody else is doing. And I'm explaining to you what it is that we're doing. You see, we are connecting history and using the Dr. Sebi model the way that he explained it in his own words of how we as African American people can create our own future. For so many years, everything that we do, everything that we think about, everything that we admire, it's the European lifestyle. It's what they got. It's what they taught us. All in high school, they taught us what they needed us to know. Again, when they took the African people from Africa, they didn't bring no African textbooks. They didn't bring our food. They didn't bring nothing. We came over here with nothing, and they had to educate us. And when they educated us on things that benefit them, the way that they live. Totally took us away from our light and being connected to what we need as African American people. How is it that the Chinese people is known for the rice? The Italian people is known for the pasta and the meatballs. What about the African American people? Is it the soul food? That's not so, because the soul food that we eat, okay, is most of the food is made in Europe. Right now, and this is from Dr. Sebi, one of the videos, almost 80% of the food in Africa is made in Europe. And Africa is one of the richest, not money-wise, richest as far as natural resources all come from Africa. So why in the hell is most of their food made and come from Europe? Why? Because it was the system. It was the European people came in and imposed their way of life on everybody. So you can go to the Italian people for certain something. You can go to the Chinese people for certain something. But what is it that we go for African American people? We never had a perspective. We never had our way. We never had to figure out what works just for the African American people. If you listen to Dr. Sebi videos, he says several times, it doesn't mean that we better or not even worse. What it means is we just different. Our makeup is different. Okay? Our skin is different. You know, the climate, the weather, the conditions that we are raised up in, and our DNA, it's just different. But no one has never really looked at what is it that the African American people have of our own. What we do is we go to school, we try to get the degrees that they have. We go to school, we try to take the vacations that they take. Even myself, I've been to Barcelona, been to Europe, probably will go back again. And that was a dream vacation at the time. Greece, France, you want to go to all the Europe places and feel like you up there or whatever the case may be. Okay. Also, another way that you want to think and do things the way the European people do it. Okay. And this is why our family and friends are stuck and not listening to what we got to say over here in the Sabian world. Okay. TV. We want to do what they're doing on reality TV. For example, okay, if you see one of the reality TV stars got on this bad dress, the dress about $1,500, and what you want to do? You want to go get the dress that she got, and lo and behold, she ain't even paid for the dress herself. So you're going to break your necks when income tax time come and try to get the markup of that dress. Okay, even like Michael Kors, Hermes, Louis Vuitton. We want to go get all the European people stuff. We just been trained to do that. Oh, I work, I live life, and I think my children should have the best. What's the best? Who determined that all the European stuff is the best? Why can't all the African stuff be the best? Why the dashikis are just now today becoming a fad or becoming a fashion? Okay, all these years I'm 40. I ain't seen nobody wearing this many dashikis, natural hair, afros in a long, long time. We've been trying to strive to get perms, lay our hair down, and dress the way the European people dress. So we've been educated to think and to not pay attention to what we need and how different we are and what is consistent with our genes as far as African American people are concerned. And because of that, everybody been asleep all these years. Everybody has been totally asleep. Don't even know what. The news. Turn on CNN, turn on Fox, whole lot of negativity, images flow, everybody mad. People get mad, it makes money. People get scared, go buy a gun, go buy this. Oh, you going to the store, now you pissed off. Somebody said Trump and you look like a nigga, so now you want to shoot and pop off and fight. Energies are real. If you got a peaceful household environment, and you invite somebody in your house that's completely negative, okay, that's always complaining about everything, trust me, within an hour, it's an argument gonna pop off. You know that sister or that girlfriend that you got that's always complaining about every single thing? Yeah, when they step in the room, the whole energy change. So imagine every day you come home and you turn to your TV and you got somebody that got shot, another black man that got shot by the police. There's some racism going on. You got the Giuliani guy talking some foolishness on the TV. Now you're mad about that. So then you go out to your workplace and somebody sitting next to you, the workplace, you know they racist, but they ain't saying, so you're mad about that. Somebody say something wrong, you just ready to pop off and get mad. Because energies are real. We put all our attention into that. Okay? We still trying to decipher and figure out what the European people doing. We ain't never paid attention to what the African American people got to do, is doing, and should do. And that's why y'all here. Because you guys are the one that's going to figure out what it is that we need. We have to create the new perspective for our children in the future. Okay? African American people never had our own perspective. We never asked questions about what's been taught to us all this time in school, growing up. The money system, monetary system, where money controls our whole life. Money control everything. If we ain't got no money, we got an attitude. Even me personally, I got an attitude if I don't have no money. I feel like I can't even breathe and I'm suffocating when I ain't got no money. These people there was a point in time where money didn't even exist. How did they live? Anybody ever thought about that? How in the hell did they live? As a matter of fact, it's the same thing as saying, how in the world do we live without cell phones? We don't ask these kind of questions. We just go with what the European people are showing us on TV. They're showing us on news. They're showing us at work. They're showing us in hospitals. We're just going by everything they say. But what we're doing in the Sabian Hall is we are breaking away from what they say and creating our own new way. And how we're going to create that is because God is going to give you a passion right through this fast. Okay? God is going to give you a passion. He's going to give you some type of interest that you're going to be so in tune to that's then going to help somebody, our children in the future, our whole culture in some type of way. I said all the time, this is more than just the recipe book. Okay? This is more than just, saying, oh, I'm a Sabian. This is you learning it shifts our culture. And why is that important? Because in Deuteronomy 30, let me go to church on y'all. Deuteronomy 31, verse 1 says, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them mine among all the nations hither the Lord thy God have driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord. We shall obey. So when we get into this alkaline lifestyle and get into this Sabian lifestyle and we clean and clear our system, then we begin to obey God, which means we begin to obey his plan for our life at the time that we are born. And when we can give God all that power, he can use us the way we see fit. We taken care of, everybody else taken care of. I mean, and you gotta pay attention to how you treat people. You can't be upset because Judy them then piss you off, and then you turn around and go to your homegirl Mary down the street and do the same thing Judy did to you. Absolutely not. You gotta treat other people how you expect and want to be treated. That's why if anybody come into Sabian Hall and you got a business and you post the business or you send me an inbox and you post something about your business, one, I'm going to ask questions. Two, if I feel like it's going to benefit the people, I'm going to advertise your business and we're going to work together. We're going to partner together. Okay? I represent you. You represent me. Because when we stick together, then we can all reach more people. And that's what Dr. Sabi wanted to do. He just ain't want to change our food. Changing our food is what will wake us up. And when we begin to wake up, like the post I put earlier, Dr. Say, when we begin to wake up, then the same things as these European people have created for us will be their own demise. You can see it right now today. They complained about the African American people, say black on black crime. They complained about us going in the street and rioting and tearing up the communities. They complained about most of us being drug dealers, okay, and overdosing on drugs, on crack cocaine, okay. I don't know why I just started coughing for the sudden. Maybe because I'm talking so much. But they complained about African American people being dysfunctional and just can't fend for ourselves and always want something from somebody. Well, let's look at the facts that people are not paying attention to. One, the main epidemic in the white culture right now, these are the people that's affected. Because again, I got a lot of white people that are real good friends that I love to death. They love me. I love them. The shoe fit, wear it. Keep it real. But one of the main things that the white culture is suffering with right now is prescription drug overdose. They overdose on opium, that bath salt stuff. Down here in South Florida, these people get on this what did you even call the drug? Bath salt stuff or whatever drug. Just like the boy ate the people face that was sitting in their garage and he went up there and ate the people face. Yeah, they overdosing on drugs like crazy. To the point, once again, I keep saying this over and over again. Your kid come home and see you overdose on the sofa. Or you grandparents got your toddler child in the back seat and both of y'all passed out. Heroin, exactly. Heroin is another drug too. That makes them get naked and run down the street and run down traffic and feel like they got demons in them and stuff like that. That is a big problem. Flocka. That's right, Vanessa. It's Flocka. They got a bad problem with prescription drugs, Flocka, synthetic weed that they children are falling out over. So while they all in the media, okay, to try to make us, our friends and family, feel like we the problem because that was just always been the system, that's just to take your attention off the bullshit that they going through. They family and friends is going through. So they got a real bad drug problem going on that they just don't put in the news and all that like that. Okay, that's number one. White on white crime. Well, you done got 7 police officers that was killed last week. All of them white people that done killed the police officer. And they just don't tell you about the police, about the white on white crime. You have most of these people out here that use their snipers and stuff like that and go around killing people. They professional. They've been in the military. They know how to go out and kill people. Some of them even work for the CIA, and they kill each other like crazy. They just don't advertise this stuff so we can see it because it's a part of a conditioning mechanism. Okay, so they white on white crime is just as bad, if not even worse at this point, than the black on black crime. Okay, what else? They complain about us too. We always need something from somebody. Well, fact shows that most people that are food stamp recipients or getting some kind of benefits from the government, most of them white people. And most of them rich white people. I seen an article a couple years ago. You have doctors. A lady and her husband was a doctor, lived in a mansion, was getting thousands of dollars of food stamps every single month, honey. Thousands of dollars of food stamps every single month. They the ones know this damn system better than we do. Yes, a lot of us do have it, but we ain't more than. How in the world is it, and I might be wrong with this figure, but how in the world is it if the USA is only have maybe what they say, 5%, 20% African American. So if 20% African American, how in the hell is more African American using government benefit than white people? And it's only 20% us in America altogether anyway, if that's the case. And I could be wrong with that number, but think about it. Like Dr. Sebi say, as black people, we don't ask questions. We just go by what these people telling us in statistics. And then we go and argue with our own people. No, you is wrong. Did you go to school? Did you read the book? That ain't what it said. This is it. Well, who taught you that? Was it the European way or is it the African American way? I mean, Dr. Sebi is our Moses. And he giving us a way that we can think for ourselves. Okay? We can think for ourselves. It's time for us to ask our own questions. It's time for us to create and rewrite our own Black American history. So then we can then take that out and share it with our friends and family when they are ready to receive the information. Because it's happening. And it's just that we got to get more of us in tune with understanding the importance of what we're doing and what to do with it, so we know what to teach our family and friends and what they need to teach their family and friends so we can change our culture one person at a time. I mean, at the end of the day, we never ask questions as black people. We just go right with what these people say. I need my hair permed. I need my hair long. I need my fingernails done long. Okay, I need the shoes on. I need to look right. I need to look like I'm from Europe somewhere in order for me to be of class. Well, I'm here to shock you today that most people that are millionaires, they do not wear fashion stuff. Okay, they shop at the thrift store. Okay, they save money. They don't spend money. Okay, when you walk around here with your high dollar Hermes bag or your Coach bag, okay, and it come to think of it, let me talk about that too. In New York, y'all say, oh, I'm going to New York and get me a Coach bag. And then the Chinese lady come on the corner, she take you down there in the basement and you get something that's undercover, or you get something under the basement, or however you call it, under something, well, underground or something like that. And you get the Hermes bag. That stuff ain't real. Just like the rice ain't real, just like the tilapia not real, it's not real, it's fooling you. So you can look like you got something. So you mean to tell me you're going to invest $100 on a fake ass bag, but you won't spend $100 on a book, at least take the $100 and create something for your child to be able to birth his passion or birth your passion. Let me tell y'all something. These folks is falling apart. Politics is dismantling itself. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Businesses is going down. All these people that have been successful for so long doing things the European way, that European way is coming to an end. So what's going to be also most important with us, as we worry about growing and we worry about building is being able to replace the things that they are losing. We got to be prepared for that. Because a lot of these businesses y'all going to and y'all depending y'all life on is not going to be here. Because one, it's more of us that's going to start investing. I stop investing our money and doing things the European way and start investing our money and doing things the way that we need to do as Black American people as we create a new culture for our people. I can tell you right now today. I can tell you by this time next month, Christmas. I ain't even going to say that. I was going to say next year, but not even next year. Christmas. I can almost guarantee you I'm not spending not $1 on no Christmas. That is so hard for our family and friends to do because they feel like they're going to deprive their kids, okay, if they don't go and buy their kids some Christmas gifts and put the tree up and put Christmas and the kids don't have Christmas and they feel like their family going to be dismantled. Imagine if you took all the money that you spent every Christmas and think about what kind of business you could have for your whole family right now with all that money that you invested every Christmas and you won't even see none of the gifts that you bought 2 years ago, a year ago, let alone 2 years ago. You don't even know where that stuff is at. Now imagine if you had invested that $500 that you spent on a Christmas tree, on a Christmas decoration, all that, and building your own community to help your own community move forward the African American way. Imagine what you could have with all that money. And you take all that money every Christmas, every holiday, and spend it all on the European way of life. It's going to come a point you may not even have a grocery store in your neighborhood. So this is how I know that your friends and family will eventually get to a point where they ain't going to have a choice but to come to you, Shauna. They ain't going to have a choice but to come to you, Kendra, Cal, Rambo, Tyrone, Alexis. They ain't going to have a choice because they ain't going to be able to go to the store to get what they need. They ain't going to be able to find nothing because everything European is going to be gone, dismantled, and we're not going to have nothing to do with it. So this is why it's important that we focus on building, not spending. If you're going to spend it on somebody in this group or another person in your community that's trying to build themselves, spend it on them. I'm not finna go buy no goddamn Rachel Way cookbook. Rachel Way don't cook my food, okay? The food that Rachel Way got on her cookbook is not consistent with my African American genome system. And I learned that from Dr. Sebi. So why would I invest my money there? I'm going to invest my money in some cookbooks that's going to be consistent with the food that I need to eat. Okay? I'm going to invest my money with some makeup that's going to be fit for my skin. There's a young lady right now in Africa. She building her makeup brand. It's a funny name, Naturals. I've already spoke with her, talked to her. When you get up and she's right in Africa. When you get this up and running, you must contact me because I want to carry this. I want to support you. I want to build that connection between here and Africa. My resources come from Africa because if I can build Africa, that helps me build here a whole lot better. So then I can bring it forth to you and you can invest your money and not in the European makeup. European makeup breaking us out. We got diseases later on. It's got chemicals in it that's not consistent with our genetic makeup. That's why we're in the situation we is now. But it's in the word, Deuteronomy 30, that it's going to change. The same system that they use against us is going to be their demise. They're falling apart from it. You can see it. I can see it. I can feel it. I see it every day when I look at the news and they're dealing with that Trump situation. Same thing with the riots. They complain about us rioting and going to tear up people. These people is rioting in the street right now, tearing up. You remember when we was in the black people, they was rioting. Why you always got to riot in your own neighborhood? Now, what gas station you going to go to next morning when the riot over? And you need to go downtown in them people neighborhood and mess up their stuff. Guess what them folks doing? They downtown in the other people's neighborhood messing up their stuff. And I heard some of them mad because we ain't there to participate. We tired. We've been doing that. We've been riding. We've been fighting. We've been doing all that. It's y'all turn. What we got to focus on now is building, becoming the leaders that we are. Allowing God to use us the way he see fit, because it is in the word that our time is approaching. But we don't have a way. We don't have a book. We don't have preliminary directions on what we need to do as African American people. You are responsible for creating it. I am responsible for creating it. And some of these Sabian people that's stuck on making money for themselves and move totally away from building other people, they too got to rewrite the way. And they got to go through some more issues and some more realizations in life to realize what it is that they missing. Because you don't realize what you're missing until it's gone, until you lost everything. Because God said, I've been trying to tell you, I've been giving you a message over and over again. I've been trying to show you over and over again. You ain't listening to me. You're not doing what I say do. You're not listening to me. So I'm going to make you run right into the brick wall again until you get it. And we keep on going through the same bullshit over and over and over and over and over again until we get it. And guess what your family and friends doing? They going through the same bullshit over and over and over and over again because they ain't got it. But when they get it, they need to be able to come to you. But they can't come to you if you're not right. They can't come to you if you're not right. So what's important, we got to build our own selves first. Stop trying to convince people. You convincing them by showing them what to do. Never tell nobody what you're going to do. Show people what you are doing. Because they're going to look at what you're doing. They're not hearing what you're saying. Because you've been talking all these years. You've been talking about talking. You've been talking about talking. And you ain't did nothing until right now. And God getting to the point right now. That's why you so in tune with this. That's why every time something Sabian pop up on the Facebook page or something Sabian come up, you right in tune because you are getting to the point where you waking up or you already up. Most of us is up in this group right now. You already up. So God said, okay, she up. She changing the food. She doing a little bit because he ain't going to give you everything at once. He going to give you a little bit at a time. And when I say this, I'm taking it myself. I'm finna give her a craving of a Snicker bar today. Let me see if she eat it. Let me see if she ready to move to the next level. Oh, no, she ate the Snicker bar. She ain't ready yet. Make her eat another Snicker bar the next day. Eat another Snicker bar the next day. Another Snicker bar the next day. Next thing you know, your face breaking out. You're sick. Oh my God. What in the world? I told you to stop eating the damn Snicker bar. But you didn't want to stop, so I had to run into a brick wall. How you gonna help somebody and you ain't right? And when I say when you ain't right, you ain't got to be perfect right. You just got to be moving. You got to be aware. You got to start somewhere. Just start somewhere. And when you're ready, God will know when you're ready. And he'll send you the people that you need when he knows that you are ready. Okay? He gonna send you the people that you gonna help when you are ready. Because it's a whole lot of people out here that need you right now, but you can't help them because you ain't got there yet. So you just got to keep going. And if you mess up, it's okay. You mess up, you start over again tomorrow. Because every day it gets better. Every day it will get better. So we never ask questions about nothing. I'm reading my note. This is the breakdown. Okay? We are the breakdown of how we have been totally disconnected from our own light. Because again, when they took us from Africa, our ancestors from Africa, they didn't bring our books because we ain't have no damn books. Okay? They didn't bring none of that. And if you really think about the food, they didn't bring no food. But when they was on the boat, them was some strongest people in the world. When them people was on the boat, did they get up in the morning, eat some eggs and waffles and some bacon? While we over here think that's the only way we got to survive. When we wake up in the morning, we got to eat a whole breakfast to give us the energy for the rest of the day. When them people was on the boat coming across that water from days and days, they wasn't eating no waffles and eggs. But yet they were some of the strongest people on earth. That's why them folks went over there and got them strong people. So don't be fooled. That may work for the European people, but that don't work for the African American people. And we now in the Sabian Hall sharing information, giving each other the information, supporting each other. Even Miss Jamila, she our sister because she understand. She came out with her shirts. Couple people ordered the shirts. That's what we do. We support each other. Stop investing our money into the European system. The European system is about to fail us. Don't you see it? That's how Trump ended up in the chair. Because it's failing. They hold thousands and thousands and thousands of years doing things that they wanted to do has upset the Most High Father, the God, the Creator, Yahweh, Yah, however you want to call it, who He is that's meant to you. They did upset them. So they shit about to fall apart. And it's important for us to stay focused and connect with God at this moment to rebuild ourselves. And that's how we affect our friends and our family. Just work on you first. Stay committed on you first. You keep growing first. You watch God. You pay attention to the message because every day He give you a message. Every day He tell you a food that you're supposed to have. Every day you like, I'm so sorry, Miss Paula love her almond milk. But yesterday or sometime earlier today, somebody posted the effects of almond milk because that was the message. Nope, Miss Paula, no more almond milk. Almond got cyanide in it. Cyanide does not, correlate with our system. It's not consistent with our genes. It's giving us diseases. It's giving us illnesses that won't allow us to connect to what God wants us to know and do and see. Because if these different people know, if we was truly connected to God, if we truly knew the secret, if we truly knew how the law of attraction will work, then how was they going to be rich? Because they need people to spend money. And they need people to, to work for them. So how was they going to become rich and make their plans come alive? If all of us was on the same page. So they dismantle us. First, I was just about to cuss a real bad word. I don't want to say that. But first of all, they mess us up with the food. They gave us food that was inconsistent with our system. And most white people, they don't know it. Even doctors don't even know it. Dr. Sebi said in one of his videos, the coroner himself didn't even know it. And all the medications they gave Michael Jackson, 27 plus medications, all of them was chemicals. And all Dr. Sebi gave Michael Jackson was phosphate, carbon, copper, some other stuff. I'll transcript that later so I could be accurate with it. But it's in the videos if you watch it. Sometimes these videos be 2 hours long, but it has the most powerful information for you to understand. And most 2-hour videos, I'm probably listening to them videos for the 3rd, 4th time right now. Repeat over and over again because I need to understand. And this is how I'm able to deliver the message to you guys. And then my hope and my desire is to fill you up with so much of this information that you can then deliver the information to other people. But in order for you to deliver the information to other people, you got to fill yourself up first. Ain't no car gonna run on no empty tank of gas. It ain't gonna run. So you got to fill up. I don't know why I'm not coughing. I'm drinking this red raspberry, so when I'm done, I'm going to have to make me some blue vervain, because I haven't been coughing all week since I drank my blue vervain earlier this week, and I don't even know why I just started coughing. But that is what I wanted to speak with you guys tonight. Stop worrying about what other people is doing and not doing. You just stay focused on what God is trying to do and is doing with you. He will give you the resources that you need. We must support each other. If I and T-Posh Naturals is supporting you, please support T-Posh Naturals. Because and it's not like I'm not the type of person that just goes out and market, oh, come over here to me, buy your herbs from me. It's only one reason that we sell herbs in T-Posh Naturals, and that is to provide an affordable way to eliminate an excuse for people not to do this when they're ready. If you ready and you ain't got the funds, you ain't got the money, okay, I understand that. Contact T-Posh Naturals, because they'll work with you and they'll make it happen for you. Because what's the most important is the more people that we can get to and bring them to their leadership capability, then that's the more people that we can reach. So we can do what it says in the word. In the word, we are shifting. Okay? Things are going to be reversed. Okay, most of these folks, is white people, is very afraid. Their fear is one of the laws that Obama signed into place that says that they have a right to make people slaves again, and all kind of other stuff is in this law. I think it's 1903, Executive Order 1914 something. Alexis, if you remember that 4-digit number, Executive Order that he signed, I believe it was maybe in 2012. I could be wrong about that. But he signed the executive order saying that the government can come in and take over people's business. They can come in and take over the dwellings of your home, and you can become slaves again. And a lot of these people are real afraid of that. Your thoughts become things. Because if you are putting all your energy on trying to fight so you don't become a slave, you creating yourself to be a slave. Y'all don't see that? Every time you fight against something, that very thing that you fighting against or afraid of or been trying to run away from, you end up dealing with it anyway. Y'all notice that? Because you put all your thoughts on it. Oh, I'm in this relationship and I love this man, but this man gonna cheat on me, and all these men, they cheat us and they don't do nothing for us, and I don't play that, and I'm just gonna get rid of them, and they start acting up. And time they say boo, or time they 5 minutes late from coming in the door or something, you want to jump up and you want to have an argument. You create it. You create it. Your thoughts become things. If you put all your thoughts on the negative, ain't nothing gonna happen in your life but negativity. If you put all your thoughts on positivity, everything in your life happens will be positive. If you put all your thoughts and your energy in growing, you will grow. The things that's happening on TV, the things that's happening in the media, the things that happen in the fashion world has no effect on you whatsoever, because you are focused on growing. You are focused on rewriting the Black American history. And so everything that comes to you, everything that comes down your wall, even the stuff that comes in your mail is going to be pertaining to you growing, until you becoming obedient with God. That's right, Vanessa. Okay? And every time you fall to the wayside or something mess up, that's just a test. That's just a test to see how strong you are. God will test you sometime. Okay? God will test you to see, are you able to get back up, start all over, and do it better the next time? Just do it different. Okay? So understand, guys. You, the people in the Sabian Alkaline Hall, y'all are miracle workers. Y'all are the new leaders. I don't give a darn if you just learned about Sabian 2 days ago. This time next year, you'll be making your own video or have your own book. If you come to the Sabian Hall and you partner with T-Posh Naturals in any kind of way possible, trust me, you are a new leader of tomorrow. Your power is bigger than what you ever thought it was going to be. And this ain't nothing I know. And this ain't nothing I got faith about. And this ain't nothing that I believe in or got faith or being optimistic about. This is something that I know. Maybe you don't know it for yourself right now, but I'm telling you this. Maybe you'll hear it when you lay down to go to sleep tonight. You are so powerful that you have the ability to shift your whole culture. And that's why you are so tuned to this African biomineral balance. He cannot get to you. God cannot use you. You cannot discover your power until you first cleanse yourself through the African biomineral study. And when you cleanse yourself, you become open enough to be able to see, feel, and hear God. When you do that, you begin to change internally. And whatever happens externally, that's just so that way you can attract the people that God needs to send your way. Never, ever, ever take the me out of the we. It always have to be about the people. Because time, you make this about yourself, and you forget about the people, and you allow your ego to take over, you will eventually lose what you have. If you don't believe me, look at the European way. Look at the European lifestyle right now. Okay? Everything that they have created thousands and thousands and thousands of years is falling apart. And it had nothing to do with Obama. Okay? It had nothing to do with nobody else. Stop trying to retaliate. Stop trying to convince people. People watching you. Trust me when I tell you they're watching you. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to start. They ain't going to tell you. And then 2 months later, what you been doing? Man, I've been watching you, man. I've been listening. I've been trying to. I ain't want to tell you, but I've been trying. But this is where I am right now. See, you've been watching me all this time, and I've been asking you questions. Yep, I've been watching you all this time. I got a few people on here that told me and it shocked me too. It was that, girl, when you came up here and you was talking about this XYZ, XY before, you know what? I'm just going to sit and watch and see what happens. And when I showed the people what I was doing, that's when they hopped on board. Because that's just the way it go. That's just the way it go. So in the Sabian Hall, we ain't talking about talking. We moving. We making moves over here. Okay? Even if it's just moves in your thoughts and your mindset, because that's where it's going to start at. We have no idea how this conference is going to turn out. But I know it's going to be one of the best experiences that anybody that's in the African Biomineral Balance world will ever encounter in their life. Because it's going to force people to do the work. It's going to force people to start putting all your words and your thoughts in your mouth. Put it where it's at. Put it to work and show other people. Because that's what we're doing. All right. So, wrap it up. Again, thank you for joining me tonight. This is very private. This is especially for you. It wasn't for the masses. Because people ain't ready to hear this. People are not where you are. Okay, you are already ahead. I know my pants keep drawing up. You're already ahead of yourself. Okay, I've been getting some really, really good reviews. I even have a young lady. We'll hear from her later on. She listened to my very first video, the very first one that I came out telling people about the fast and how it worked. She listened to that, and she just completed her fast. It's the very first person that followed the entire T-Posh Naturals method from the beginning to the end. And I was in tears when she gave me her results on Sunday. And she's still, working with God. God still have her, working with her. So when she's ready, she's going to present herself to be able to show you guys how God has moved into her life. But I'm so ready to hear y'all story the same way. So listen, y'all sleep, wake up. Website is almost done. I can't tell you when it's coming out, but it's almost done. We are working on it daily so that way we can start getting these shirts out. We got a really, really good contest that's coming up for December. Remember, I bless somebody every single month, and December is going to be a big, big blessing too. But I love you guys. Stay focused on you. Don't be sidetracked. We are getting away from the European lifestyle. You are the new creators of the Black American lifestyle. We writing it ourselves. Support each other. If we support you, you support us. Because there's many people that do that. If I'm mentioning you and calling you out, you mention us and you call us out. As many of you have already have. And I'm so grateful that you're doing that. But I'm most grateful because we are calling more people to it. People don't have no excuse not to do this anymore. They can't say, oh, I can't afford it. Because at T-Posh Naturals, you can afford it. And you can get a little bit of everything at one time. You got some financial issues going on, just talk to me about it. Because however we can bless you, we will bless you. So love you. Good night. And I'll see you guys next week, 8 o'clock. Talk to you through the weeks. And now I'm going to pack some orders for the night. Good night. Bye-bye.